going on, guys? Welcome back to The Wave. Welcome back to our Game 7 coverage. This video will be really short. I'll try to keep it short, sweet, to the point. There was only one Game 7, like we had mentioned in Game 6. This Denver Nuggets series that we were watching closely. And this was all an all-out just about to ass, honestly. Denver, they held their own in Game 6, but OKC at home, they just kind of came through and just did what they had to do. Aaron Gordon, he ended up suiting up tonight, which was he didn't play two. Well, he had eight with 11 rebounds. Not the worst, few turnovers, but not really much not generating a lot more points, and definitely not playing as much defense. We're gonna get into that not playing defense thing in a second. Again, Michael Porter Jr., everybody we've spoken to, it's like, hey, come on, man. If he's not going to play well, they're not going to win. And, again, he did not play well. He didn't even really play well in Game 6, but he did hit 2 big threes. He literally went, like, over 4 from 3, a few field goals. He had a dunk in there, but not really too much. Jokic was contained, and we're going to get to that. He had 5 turnovers on the night, 9 rebounds with 7 assists, but it just wasn't enough. And it's just we're gonna get to that. Jamal Murray did not play well at all either. He had 13 points, but 6 for 16 shooting. He was doing everything and filling up the box score, but not really much going on, and definitely not much from the bench. Westbrook had a big 3, but other than that, it wasn't even really like a big 3. It was more just like they were generating offense, and it was just a masterclass from Oklahoma City. They ran a lot of players tonight, but it was really Shea with 35, with 12 for 19. He was efficient. He was just getting to all his spots, man. He was literally getting everywhere he wanted to. He was 3 for 4 from 3. One of his threes hit the front of the rim and rolled in. I was like, damn, everything is cooking right now. He had a plus 32 box score. He was the man tonight. Jalen Williams as well. He had 24, 10 for 17. With 7 assists. It was insane. And we got to talk about that turnover differential. 22-9. And we're going to get to that in a second. I'm going to try to do a different feature here where now that we're down to less games, we can start looking at some play-by-play stuff to see key plays and stuff. And I have one in mind that I'm going to show you shortly. But before we do that, Oklahoma City was just shooting 49% from the field. Again, it was just a nightmare. Again, they got up 12 more shots than they did. They turned the ball over 10 more times than they did. It was just a complete outscoring on all fronts. And if you look at that second quarter, we're going to get to that, and we're going to show you where I think the game was officially over, or where the momentum officially switched. We'll show you right here. But yeah, we'll take a look at some key plays, some highlights, and we'll see where we think, Denver, their season is officially over, and hopefully that they get, they can go into the offseason with, a strategy on how to take this team to the next level, and we're going to definitely deep dive into that. But, yeah, let's go ahead and get to the next segment. All right, so here's some key plays that I thought were very crucial for this Game 7. If you go ahead and take a look, you see we got a little pick and roll action here. Look at Aaron Gordon. He seems to be there's nobody in that corner. His man is rotating up, and he's dropping, and he's literally he's in no man's land. So the screen and roll is happening. We have somebody on the ball. Now that we have somebody on the ball, there's a pitch. He's out of position because look where his guy is, man. I don't know if they're probably running a zone. But look where the guy who he's supposed to be tagging, look where he is. Look how much separation there is. He's out of position. So let's go ahead and run the play. Screen and roll. He has to step up. Now he's a step late because he's coming downhill. Right? Now as he comes through, he gets Aaron Gordon. Aaron Gordon had to open his entire hip just to start sliding that way. He's a step too late. That's an easy bucket. Westbrook, he's offering help. He just goes straight up and strong. That's a great move. And this is where I start to see the momentum starting to shift. Denver was up by over double digits in the first quarter, and then we start to see it slowly shift. And I think the next play we're going to see another key factor that I saw contribute to the Denver Nuggets losing that game. All right, let's go ahead and take a look. We have Aaron Gordon. He's trying to do a pitch off, and then we have number 3, I don't know his name too off the top of my head, but he's coming downhill going into the lane. He gets that robbed. He's trying to go in between 2 people. And look at can we go back real fast? Look at the play. The ball is stripped here. Aaron Gordon. He has not turned around. Him and number 1 are the 2 lines of defense right now. Maybe there's an extra guy back there that we're not seeing. No, not even, because the extra guy is turning the ball over. Aaron Gordon does not sprint back. Shea starts. He is out. Aaron Gordon, it's a foot race, and again, this is how you know the injury was definitely bothering him, but again, he's running him down. He cannot run full speed. Once I'm seeing Aaron Gordon not run full speed, none of these guys running full speed, there's a problem. And it was literally after that, it's after those 2 key plays, you saw Oklahoma City just start roll. Look, more Oklahoma City highlight. Oh, just a little head twitch fake, gets to the lane. Fake, it could have been a walk, but they didn't call it. Tap right back out, so rebounding is a problem. And then, attack. Steps, it gets the bump. This is a layup line. It's a layup line. Like, he's just getting to what they want. So, again, you see the momentum swing. And we can even keep going. Oklahoma City just keeps nonstop. Here we go. We have Westbrook on the ball. And they're running a little. He just gets beat to the basket. And then Hartenstein to come clean it up because everybody's out of position. They could not get their defense set at all, And it was just an onslaught from the second quarter on, and the lead just started ballooning. Those plays of the team stealing the ball, fast break. That was the story all game. And in Oklahoma City, they definitely came in like thunder roaring, and it was definitely Denver. Just again, they just weren't deep enough in terms of rosters to make it happen. So yeah, I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot. Let's go ahead and jump back over to the box score so that we can wrap things up. And just like that, Oklahoma City's on to the conference finals, and they're on their way to try to win a title. It's actually interesting. We have all 4 teams. We have the bracket set up for the conference finals. Be sure to check that out when that video is ready, where we talk our predictions. But it's going to be great. It's going to be great. Denver, they were formidable. They were great. Definitely a rivalry for the ages, and this series is going to go down in history. Aaron Gordon, his playoff run this year is going to go down in history as a great run, and we'll see what Denver does moving forward. We'll see how they try to keep this roster together, but. There might be some decisions that need to be made, and whether they're going to continue to compete. They just got rid of the coach. Maybe they're going to start going in a new direction. Who knows? They did bring a lot of success for that team, but that's another video for another time. We'll talk about that a little bit later. I do want to thank you guys so much for joining the wave, though. Again, please feel free to drop your comments, your takes, anything. We're a community here. I'll continue to repeat that until the lights turn off. So, but. Anyway, I want to thank you guys so much for joining me on this episode, and I'll see you guys on the next one, man. Peace out. Ciao. I'll see you later.